get the video which is going on and post it on Bhakti Vriksa. I just went live. Just see if you can get the live. You got it? I don't know how to get it. You have to teach me that. Okay, so we will. Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome. What are your names, Prabhu?
My name is Purnima.
Purnima.
Yes.
Okay.
His name is Sudarshan.
Sudarshan. Okay, Hare Krishna. My name is Naimi Sharanya Das. These are my kids, Vivan and Parth. That's Shweta Mataji. That is Shri Gopika Mataji. That is Maitriya. This is Lohit. And this is Ravi Prabhu. Hare Krishna. So the program is every Friday. We meet and we actually sit and we discuss from Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. So the program is we start with Kirtan. Then after that, we'll have some discussion. And then we'll have prasad together. So, welcome. Thank you so much for coming.
Hey, Papa, how do you do it?
What Wi-Fi, Nana?
See if you can get it.
Okay, let me
Okay, we'll start.
Okay.
You want to play the mridanga too?
I don't know how to play.
It's okay. Come. Bring your mridanga. Where's your brother? Call your brother too. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashat Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari अस्तोतर सत श्री श्रीमद ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अस्तोतर सत श्री श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की ब्रजभूमि वृंदावन धाम की मायापुर नवद्वीप धाम की, पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की, गंगा मैया यमुना मैया की, तुलसी देवी भक्ति देवी की, सामवेद भक्त वृंद की, Nitai Gaur Premanande, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namini Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine. Hare Krishna, everybody. Hare Krishna. Prabhu. You were able to? You were not able to? Okay. So, Mataji, can you get everybody some paper and pen?
Sure.
Yeah. So how was everyone's week? It was good. What was the highlight of your week?
No school today.
No school today. Okay. Yes. No school for Frisco ISD.
For McKinney, Monday.
Monday is no holiday. Okay.
Bad weather.
Bad
today
weather
was
day.
our holiday.
Monday is already.
Did you have a holiday? Did the kids have holiday today?
No, they went to school.
Monday?
Monday
Monday also. Very nice. What was the highlight of your week, Maitreya?
there were so many.
What was something which you really enjoyed this week?
So
There are so many things which are his highlights. He's trying to figure out which one to pick, right? Every moment was a highlight for Maitreya. Except for school. What about for you, Parth? Star test was your highlight. Yours, Vivan?
Mine was getting 100 on my science exam.
Okay, very nice. Jai. No, some science test they had. So okay, so everybody, everybody take half a sheet of paper. Yes, Vivan and Parth, you can help. This is everybody can write.
I already have
Yeah, you can fold the paper into. So Mataji, it's enough. So what we can do is half it, everybody half the sheet, yeah, and tear it. Pencil. And give the other half to somebody who doesn't have a sheet. Okay. So everybody get a pencil. Anish, did you get a sheet? Did you get a sheet of paper? So, did everybody get a sheet of paper and a pen? We can share. We can share. We can share. We'll share.
We can share.
Mataji has. Okay.
Here.
Okay. So everybody.
What do you write?
Yes.
Anyone else coming?
Huh?
Is anyone else coming?
Who are you waiting for?
What?
Who do you want who's not here?
Don't say.
Huh?
You never keep secrets. You never keep secrets. No.
Some guy.
I won't say thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. Here. Okay. I got it. So everybody write here, Maitreya. Okay. Haripol. Okay. Everybody write 3 adjectives which describe you.
And it has to start with your letter.
No, it doesn't matter. 3 adjectives or 3 words which describe you. 3 words which describe you. And after you're done, please raise your hand.
You don't have to raise your hand. I was that too. Oh, you have to raise your hand.
Yes, once you're and fold it.
Fold it in half. Oh, I wrote it on like on the side.
It's a,
You wrote yours in the middle.
no, it doesn't
I
matter.
wrote mine on the side. There.
Oh, you're looking for words, Rohit? No, whatever in your mind.
Open the vocabulary.
No, I'm very comfortable. Thank you. Did everybody write?
Yeah, I'm good. Just going like the readers notice the videos are like not even moving themselves.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Wait, what? Like the videos are yeah.
Everybody got? Once you're done, put your hands up.
Hands. He said hands. Yeah, hands. He said hands.
Okay. And give me all the sheets.
Did we like tear it in half?
No.
What? Was this supposed to be anonymous? Was this supposed to be anonymous or were you supposed to write your name?
Put your names on the back.
Like after you
Oh no, everybody put your names actually.
like on the front?
Yeah, put your names.
On the front. I don't have this. Write your name.
Welcome, Hare Krishna. Here, we can give this to Mataji.
Did you write your name?
Name, okay. Here, Part, can you get everyone's Mataji's?
Enter at the right time.
So you are writing 3 adjectives which define you. And please write your names as well, so I know who's. What? 3 words, Mataji. 3 words.
You got it on there, right?
Oh, both Matajis are looking at Google. Both of you will get same words then.
Cooking.
You have. Thank you. Everybody's names are there. Okay. So, Vivan, can you start? Okay.
Did you put your name? Did you put your
Real name. Aida.
Is this supposed to be anonymous?
Who are we waiting for? Okay, Mataji is here.
Oh, here. Electro writing. Do we need to write again? Should I collect everybody's books?
Everybody's
And then
books
the
and
pencil.
pencils you can give Mataji. Yes,
Pencil.
Maitri, are you done? Maitri, are you done? Why? What happened? Because his friend is not here?
No.
Okay. Okay. So now,
Upper here.
Thank you. All right. So now I'm going to be. Vivan, can you stop for a moment? So I'm going to read out, and then we are all going to guess whose it is.
Oh, that's fun.
Okay. All right. First one. This person is determined.
But you have to shuffle it.
This person is determined, positive, and brilliant.
I think it's.
Yes, Parth. Okay, next person.
It's actually fun.
This person is vibrant, witty, and artistic.
These are your paintings.
Okay, this person is a planner. This person is organizer. And this person is quick to move on. Okay, again, planner, organizer, and quick to move on. Purnima Mataji. Okay, this person is a human. This person likes to protect, and he really likes religion.
It's a T, okay.
Oh, yeah, he likes religion. Religion, human, Prabhuji. This person is unique, sensitive, and positive. Yes, Shweta Mataji. So Shweta Mataji is unique, sensitive, and positive. This person is organized, punctual, and very loving. It's so sweet.
Sorry, bro.
I forgot you were playing. I forgot you were playing.
Okay, this person is very smart, sometimes lazy, most of the time hungry. Go ahead. Okay. This thank you. Okay, this person is friendly. This person is friendly, empathetic, and compassionate. Yes. This person is very calm,
Upper one.
silent, and peaceful. Yes. Raghu Prabhu. This person is trying to chant more. He's in financials, Oracle, and he likes to spend time with friends. Ravi Prabhu. Okay, this person is hopeful, hardworking, and creative. Yes. Wow, you all know each other so well. Very nice.
Oh.
Okay, this person is very friendly, compassionate, and responsible. Aman Mataji. Hare Krishna. Okay, this person is very happy, sometimes silly, and he's not from Earth because he's from Golok Vrindavan. That is our dear Maitreya. Yes. Yes, Dadi Loba. And this person is nice, funny, and smart. Nice. Hare Krishna. See how nice it is, right? That each one of us have so many adjectives and we get to know each other so well. Thank you. Yes, it did. What are 3 adjectives? Yes, yeah. Hare Krishna, welcome. What's your name? Shamla, welcome. So So for both of you, we actually have a program every Friday, and we meet and we have some kirtan, and then we actually have a small discussion. We read from the Bhagavad Gita, and then we actually have prasadam. So welcome. Do you live close by? Okay, very nice.
Same street.
Same street. Okay, welcome. Okay, so we are going to continue our reading from our course. So Mataji, can you send them
Sure.
the weekly program? So we are actually doing a course of 52 weeks course. We are on week number 17 today, and we'll be reading from there, and then we'll have some discussion as well. Here, Parth, you can use this microphone. Here.
So maybe.
You can go to my Bhakti Vriksa and
On WhatsApp. Or can you
Post
can you
it.
come over here? I don't want to see. Okay, coming.
Yeah.
Wait, this is week 6.
week 16. Mataji will send you the material.
Wait, Papa. Which one?
Week 16.
Week 16, Prabhu.
Drive or
Yeah, 16.
So Adobe.
Adobe? What's lights? You started from the nectar of the holy name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Does everybody have it? Did they get it? You got it?
You want?
All right. So we'll start from the nectar of the holy name. Okay.
She's just going to tell the kids to.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Should I manage them?
It's okay. It's okay. They'll be okay, right, Mataji?
Yeah, they'll be.
That's- Okay. Everybody has the material? Prabhuji, you sit here nicely. Sit, come closer. Prabhuji. Okay. We'll start with Shri Gopika Mataji. You can start.
The nectar of the holy name. Maharaja Parikshit saved his citizens from the clutches of Kali by propagating the holy name.
Okay. So Mataji, can you explain who is Maharaj Parikshit?
Maharaj Parikshit is Abhimanyu's son, Arjuna's grandson.
Arjuna's grandson. So we know Arjuna in Mahabharata. Arjuna's grandson was Parikshit Maharaj. And are you aware, Mataji, of Arjuna? Okay. So Parikshit was the last descendant of the Kuru dynasty, and he was the king after all the Pandavas left. So Parikshit Maharaj, he ruled the entire earthly planet when all the Pandavas left. So it is his story, how he actually, one day he goes out in his kingdom just to see how everybody is doing, and that's when he sees Kali. Kali is the personality which is in this yuga, in Kali Yuga. So there are 4 yugas. Satya Yuga, then we have Treta Yuga, then Dwapar Yuga, and then Kali Yuga. So this yuga is called Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga is a yuga of fighting hypocrisy. Okay? Quarrel and hypocrisy. Wherever you go, you will see there's quarrel. Right? Even if there are 2 people in any place, there will be quarrel. Right? And a lot of hypocrisy is there. Right? People will show externally that they're somebody, but internally they're somebody else. Right? They'll mean something to others, but they will do the same thing when nobody is seeing. Right? So this is the age of Kali. However, in this age, it is very easy for us to be able to connect to our Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is Lord Sri Krishna. And the way to do that is by chanting the holy name, which we just chanted together. Right? So we are going to read how when Maharaj Parikshit goes in his kingdom, he gets to see Kali and what happens. So we'll read that. Yes,
Even
ma'am.
though all nefarious activities of the personality of Kali are present, there is a great advantage in the age of Kali. One can attain salvation simply by chanting the holy name of the Lord. Thus, Maharaja Parikshit made an organized effort to propagate the chanting of the Lord's holy name, and thus he saved the citizens from the clutches of Kali. It is for the advantage only that great sages sometimes wish all good for the age of Kali. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.18.7.
So Maharaj Parikshit, thank you so much. Maharaj Parikshit, he made the whole he made it organized so that way everybody could actually chant the holy name. Okay. So let us read what is the holy name now. Yes, Shweta Mataji.
The constant chanting of the holy names will drive away the personality of Kali from the world. The personality of Godhead and his holy name, qualities, etc. are all identical.
What does that mean? Who is the personality of Godhead?
Krishna.
Lord Shri Krishna, right? Krishna is the personality of Godhead. His holy name and qualities are all identical. What does that mean? His holy name is the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and qualities
Qualities
are
of Krishna.
right. He has so many qualities. How many qualities? 24 qualities he has, right? 64 qualities, and of them he has 6 which are complete. Nobody has those qualities, correct? All those qualities and the holy name of Krishna are identical, right? The holy name, what we just chanted, that is not a sound vibration coming from the material world. Okay, like when we hear Hollywood or Bollywood songs, right? That is a vibration which is coming from this material world. It is made by people here. But the holy name, which is the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, which is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This vibration is actually coming from the spiritual world. It is said that it is coming from the flute of Lord Sri Krishna. When Krishna plays the flute, that sound which is getting vibrated, that is actually the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That Hare Krishna Mahamantra, when it enters your ear and then it goes into your heart, then it cleanses your heart of all the different conditions what we have for millions of lifetimes. Right? We are going through this whole cycle of birth, old age, disease, and death, right? For so many millions of lifetimes. So that is the main thing. Okay. Okay. All right. Let us read the next
The
paragraph.
personality of Kali was not able to enter the jurisdiction of the earth due to the presence of the personality of Godhead. And similarly, if there is an arrangement for the constant chanting of the holy name, qualities, etc. of the supreme personality of Godhead, there is no chance at all for the personality of Kali to enter. This is the technique of driving away the personality of Kali from the world. In modernized human society, there are great advancements of material science, and they have invented the radio to distribute sound in the air. So instead of vibrating some nuisance sound for sense enjoyment, is if the state arranges to distribute transcendental sound by resounding the holy name, fame and activities of the Lord as they are authorized in the Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam, then a favorable condition will be created. The principles of religion in the world will be re-established, and thus the executive heads who are so anxious to drive away corruption from the world will be successful.
So, what did you understand, Parth, from this paragraph?
So in this age of like quarrel and hypocrisy, we've only made like radios to distribute sound into the air, but they're not material. They're only material vibrations, not
Spiritual.
spiritual vibrations. So that
So what Srila Prabhupada here is
to
saying that
drive away corruption from you.
that somebody who is in the right government, right? If that person is able to actually spread the holy name, right? Then we will see that there is so much which can happen, right? It can drive away the corruption from the society. Okay, let us read the passage for discussion part.
If no one knows the Supreme Personality of Godhead, how can he be known? He can be known when the Supreme Lord comes before you and reveals himself to you. Then you can know. Our senses are imperfect and they cannot realize the supreme truth. When you adopt a submissive attitude and chant, realization begins from the tongue. To eat and to vibrate sound is the business of the tongue.
So, for us to be able to realize who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is Krishna, who am I, right? Are we this body? Do you think we are this body? Question for Aman. Do you think this is the body? Why can you be convinced that you're not this body?
Like not the body of Lord Krishna.
Say again.
Not the body of Lord Krishna.
Yeah, like, are you, like, if somebody says that, are you this body, Aman? What would you say?
Probably not.
No. Okay, why?
Because I mean, there's two interpretations, right? I mean, just physiologically, like, I guess,
Yeah.
like, it depends how you're looking at it. Like, I mean, I'm an individual, but like the God resides in my soul is how I look at it. Like
Yeah.
the body is just it's a form of transportation from one to the next. To me.
I like the way you put it. Yes, very nice. What about you? What do you think? In your words, do you think you're this body? No, right? Okay. What about you, Purnima?
I think I agree with what Aman said.
Yes,
That there is
yeah.
really two ways to look at it. It could, if you look at it, my body is my body, his body is his body. But there's also another way where we are all embodied in his body.
Yeah. All are right answers, right? So, from our scriptures, what we understand is we are actually a spirit spark. Okay, we are a Jiva Atma, spirit spark. That Jiva, that soul, which is the same in each person, what we're seeing around us. What is the size of that person, that soul? 1/100th of the tip of the hair. The tip of the hair. That is how tiny the soul is. That is the same soul which is present in each of the bodies around us. In the ant, in the dog, in the fly, same. But like you were saying, we just take different bodies, right? The body is just a means for the soul, right? Because we had some desires, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, he allowed us to be in the body which we want to take. Now, there is a crucial difference between the animals and the humans, right? Prabhu said that I am a human. Right? That is such a nice answer, right? I'm a human. Now, to get this human body, it takes
Do like
millions and millions of lifetimes. We don't know how many lifetimes it has taken us for us to be able to get this human form of body, right? Something is unique in the human form of life, which is not present in animals which we see around. What do you think, Anish? What is different? What is different from humans compared to animals?
Like we can like and believe. We can do things that animals can't do.
Like what? Give me an example.
We can pray.
We can pray, yes.
Uh,
Yes, that's great. That's a good answer, right? So all animals we see around, they do four things. They eat, they sleep, they reproduce, and they defend. Right? Four things they do. Do humans do that? Yes, we do that. But we have something more which animals don't. Like Anish was saying, we have the ability to think, right? We have consciousness, right? And we are able to pray. We are able to understand who we are, right? We need to understand who are we, right? We are a spirit spark, but who are we actually, right? So each one of us has a unique relationship with that supreme personality of Godhead, which we have now forgotten, right? For us to be able to revive that consciousness, that who we are really, right? That is the process of Krishna consciousness. For us to be able to understand who is Krishna, the supreme personality of Godhead, who are we, and what is my relationship to that supreme personality, right? So that is what Krishna consciousness is. So when we come to this human form of life, we should actually take advantage of this human form, right? If we do the same four things, which is eating, sleeping, mating, and defending, then,
No different from an animal.
like Partha is saying, we're no different from an animal, right? We're just a sophisticated animal. Do we want that? No, we don't want that. We want to be able to utilize this human form of life,
So like
right?
we do those four things, but we can do more.
Right. So we want to
Utilize
inquire.
that more.
The purpose of human form of life is we want to inquire. We should be able to use our consciousness to inquire, like, why are things happening like this? What happens when somebody leaves their body? Right? What happens to that spirit spark? Where is that spirit spark going? What do you think? Where does the spirit spark go?
Next body.
The next body. How does the soul go to the next body? How does it understand? Based on the karma. So what is karma? What actions you do, you get those reactions.
If you do good actions, you get good reactions.
If you get good actions, you get good reactions.
If you do bad actions, you get bad reactions.
Okay, so now I have a question for you. Have we seen around us that sometimes bad things are happening to good people?
Yes.
And good things are happening to bad people? Why? Why does that happen?
The karma.
Last life
From
karma.
past
Last life karma, like Lohit just said,
Not only last life.
billions of lifetimes, right? So it is like a seed, right? When you plant a seed, does the seed give you fruit right away? No. It takes a while, right? It first fructifies, then it germinates, fructifies, then you get a tree, then you get fruit. Same way, our karma, which we are facing right now, we have germinated some millions of lifetimes before. And now it is fructifying. So that's why when we look around, we think like, why bad things are happening to such a nice person? Or why good things are happening to, this person is not doing good things, but still good things are happening. It is because of your karma from millions of lifetimes.
Past lifetime.
So then the question is, can we get rid of our karma?
Yes.
How?
By chanting or going through it.
Yes. So we cannot get rid of our karma on our own. We cannot. They say in our Shastras, in our Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, that the karma we have is as tall as Mount Meru. And Mount Meru is millions of times, higher than Mount Everest. That much we have collected. We cannot go through on our own. The only way for us to get rid of our karma or our sins is by chanting the holy name. When you chant the holy name, what they say is just like how a single spark, when it goes into a mountain of dead leaves, it will just ignite. Same way, just when you chant the holy name, all our millions of lifetimes of sins and karma just goes away. Right? So that is what we have to understand, that as first of all, it is from lot of different difficulties we have come to this human form of life. We have to take advantage of this human form of life, and we should be able to have consciousness, think, like, what is the purpose of my life? Okay, let us read some more. Did you read a paragraph already, Parth? Okay.
Is it if you can control your tongue for prasadam, spiritual food, and make the sound vibration of the holy name, then by surrender of the tongue, you can control all other senses. If you cannot control your tongue, you cannot control your senses, taste prasadam, and become spiritually advanced. You can have this process at your home. Offer vegetarian foods to Krishna, chant the Hare Krishna mantra, and offer obeisances. Namo Devaya Govardhanaya Jagataya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo.
So the process starts with the tongue. Okay, what does the tongue do? The tongue does two things, which is it eats and talks, right? Eat and talk, right? A second on the tongue, millions of years on our tummy, right? So it's all what you actually taste, right? So if you are tasting Krishna Prasad, what is Krishna Prasad, Mataji, Shri Gopika Mataji?
That which is offered to Krishna.
Which is offered to Krishna, right? Why do we offer to Krishna? You want some water? Purify, yeah. So, yeah, you can add.
So, like, even if, like, even plants are living, right? So, like, how we say, like, we don't want to kill any souls whenever we eat. That's why we don't, like, want to kill animals. But if someone, like, asks you, even plants are living, that's why we offer to Krishna to, like, remove all the sins of, like,
Also, when somebody cooks, not everyone cooks with the same state of mind.
consciousness.
Somebody will be angry, jealous. So it says, generally it said that whichever thought we are doing the cooking, it pass on and then it spreads to the
food.
others who overeat. So it is better to offer the Lord. So Lord removes the skin, the sin, and
Yeah.
In Mexico.
and you
Correct.
make it as a prasada. So you
Right.
get the grace of the Lord.
So it is very important where you have food, right? Where you are actually having food. You would have noticed many times that, wherever you have, you feel that consciousness, you feel that vibration, right? The consciousness in which the cook is cooking, it affects you as well. So that's why it's very important that we actually cook in that mode of goodness, right?
Whenever my
Yes,
mother-in-law
Mataji.
cooks, we always feel sleepy because she tells us, whenever I cook, I always think my kids seem to sleep nicely. I said, Mataji, morning. Everybody just woke up.
Yeah, right. So two things devotees do. One is whatever we cook, we are cooking in with the mode that we want to please the Lord, right? We offer that to Krishna, and then it becomes prasadam, right? And then we actually accept it. We honor prasad. That is one. Second thing, what we do is using the tongue, we actually chant the holy name, right? When we chant the holy name, then we are in the right mood, the consciousness. Okay,
You can, not
Vivan.
Everyone can offer and then take the food with friends and chant before the picture of Krishna and lead a pure life. Just see the result. The whole world will become Vaikuntha, where there is no anxiety. All is anxious with us because we have accepted this material life. Just the opposite is so in the spiritual world. No one, however, knows how to get out of the material concept. Taking an intoxicant doesn't help. The same anxieties are there when you are finished being drunk. If you want to be free and want life eternal with bliss and knowledge, take to Krishna. No one can know God, but there is this way, the process of Krishna consciousness.
What did you understand?
So, like, in the material world, everyone's anxious, and the only way to escape from that anxiousness is to offer your food to Krishna and then take it with friends, and the whole world will become Vaikuntha, not anxious. And the only way to escape from this anxiousness is to go to the spiritual world, and even if you take like any like drugs or alcohol, even after you finish being drunk, the anxieties will still come back.
Okay. Any questions so far? Anything which you're feeling like, why did we read this? Everybody's good so far?
How? Let people remain in their own positions, but let them give up the nonsense speculation through the volume of books. Thousands of books are printed and read, and after 6 months thrown away. This way, and how you can know the supreme by speculation on the information supplied by our blunt senses. Give up research.
So what we're reading here is that from our material senses, can we understand Krishna? Can we understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead? No, we can't, right? An example is that from our materials,
Very limited senses.
we have very limited senses, right? Sitting here, can we tell what kids are doing? No, we can't, right? We don't even know, sitting in this room, we don't know what each person is thinking, right? Because that is how our material senses are. From using that material sense, we have to somehow understand who Krishna is, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Is it easy? So what they're trying to explain is, from our material blunt senses, we cannot understand Krishna. So how can we understand who God is? By scriptures. When we read the scriptures, yes, when we read the scriptures, which are actually coming down in the disciplic succession, then we're able to understand a little bit. That is one. Second, hearing from somebody who is a realized soul, right? We have many people who are at a very elevated position, right? Uttama adhikaris. They are called Uttama adhikaris. When we listen to such senior devotees, then we are able to also understand what is going through, what have they realized, right? So two ways in which we'll be able to understand who is Krishna, right? Let us read that somewhere. Yes,
Give up research, throw it away, just become submissive. Acknowledge that you are limited and subordinate to the material nature and to the God. No one can equal to or greater than God. So be submissive. Try to hear about the glories of the Supreme Lordhead from the authorized sources. Such authority is handed over by discipline succession. If we can understand by the same authority as Arjuna, that is real authority. God is always ready to reveal. You just become Krishna conscious. Follow the path transferred by the great acharyas, the devoted teachers, and then everything will be known. Although he is unconquerable and unknowable, he can be known in your home.
So sitting in your own homes here in Melissa, Texas, right? We will be able to understand who Krishna is. How? Just by following the process, which is by reading the scriptures and following in the footpath of realized souls, right? Not difficult. It's not difficult at all. But we just have to follow the process. And we have to just organize our lives in such a way that we are able to keep Krishna in the center. Keep what is important, right? That we have to do. Okay, Lohit.
If you take to this process and follow the principles, what will be the result?
Okay, what will be the result, Lohit? If we follow this, what do you think? What will be the result?
You can realize what your relationship with Krishna is, and you realize what you are.
Yes, please give him a hand. Very good. Nice answer. Yes. Okay.
As soon as you understand, you Know that the Supreme Lord is cause of all causes, but that he is not caused by any other cause, and he is the master of all planets. This is not accepting blindly. God has given you the power of reason, the power of arguing, but don't argue falselessly. If you want to know the transcendental signs, you must surrender. Surrender to the authority and know him by signs. Don't surrender to a fool or a rascal. Find one who is coming in dystopic succession, one who is fully convinced about the supreme absolute truth. If you find such a person, surrender and try to please him. Serve him and question him. Surrender unto him is surrender to God. Pushing to learn, not to waste time.
Yes. So what did you understand? So main point was that when you find somebody who is spiritually advanced, you should question that person. Whatever questions you have in your mind, you should ask. Right? In the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna, he did not just hear from Krishna. Right? If Krishna wanted to explain the Bhagavad Gita, he could have explained it within one few verses. Right? But he took so long to explain. Why? Because Arjuna had so many questions. Right? So the process of us to be able to grow a little bit more in spirituality is by questioning. You have to question. Why you have to question? Not argue, but you have to question in such a way that you learn and you feel convinced that yes, this was my question and my question was answered. Yes.
Also, with people who already come from disciplic succession, they already know a lot about Krishna, and you have limited time with them, so you should make use of the time.
That's a very good point, right? The point is that spiritually advanced devotees, they have already realized, right, by reading scriptures, by having a very strong practice. Even a moment's association with people like that, you can imbibe that in you. So that is very important to associate. That's why our parents, when we were growing up, our parents have said, right, have good friends. Why? Because association matters so much, right? So association is very important. You wanted to say something? No. Okay, let's go to the next paragraph, which will be, yes, Raghu Prabhu.
The process is there, but if you waste time by intoxication, you will never see him, the unconquerable Lord. Follow the principles and slowly but surely, without doubt, you will know. Yes, I am making progress, you will say. And it is very easy, and you can execute it and be in a happy mood. Study, take part of music, eat prasadam, and no one can charge you by this process. No one can cheat you by this process. But if you want to be cheated, go to the cheaters.
Yeah, so the process is very simple, right? We eat prasadam, we associate with saintly devotees, and we actually make use of the scriptures. Srila Prabhupada also explains here that don't go to people who will cheat you, right? We see, right, around the world so many times that there are so many different cheaters, right? They claim that they are God. Are they God? No, right? Far from God, right? But we have to understand that we go to somebody who is speaking the same message which was coming from Krishna, right? That is very important. That's why Srila Prabhupada, when he wrote his book, it is called Bhagavad Gita as it is. Why is it as it is? Because it is coming from Krishna. That is very important. Yes. So we have to be very, very careful that we should not be cheated, right? Because there are a lot of cheaters around us. We should not be cheated. We have to use our judgment in such a way that we understand and we are able to discern between being cheated, right? That's very important. Okay, last paragraph.
Try to understand it from
We'll give somebody else. Aman, would you like to read? Aman, yeah.
Try to understand it from the authoritative source and apply it in your life. Amongst the dying mortals, you will become the most intelligent because you are freed from sinful actions. If you act only as Krishna, then you are freed from all the actions. You will have no anxiety over what is auspicious or inauspicious because you will be in touch with the most auspicious. This is the process. Ultimately, we can get in touch with Krishna. Life will be successful. Anyone can adopt it because it is very simple.
Right. So our process is simple living, high thinking. Right. Live simply, but live in such a way that you have high thinking. Right. But nowadays it has become the other way around. Right. We are trying to live high, but we have just very simple thinking. We have to change that. Right. We have to change that. Okay. Let us go into some question and answers. Talking about questions and answers. So first question is for Lalita Mataji. So Mataji, how can we know that how can we know the supreme truth through the tongue?
By tasting the sabbath and by chanting.
Chanting the holy name, right? The tongue has two purposes and we are trying to engage our tongue to do those two things. Yes.
Yeah, I think so. I would also add speaking of the glories of Krishna.
Yeah, it's chanting.
Like chanting, and then also talk while we talk to other people, talk about the glories.
Correct. Right. Try to not use your tongue in useless talks, gossips. Right. These days we like to gossip. Right. Like, oh, what is happening? Let's get something in there. Right. So try to avoid that if you can, because we have such limited time. Right. We don't even know how many more seconds, moments, years we have left. Utilize our time, right? Utilize our time.
We might have one day left.
Yeah. Okay, next question to Anish. So, Anish, why are people in the material world anxious and how can they get rid of their misery?
They're anxious because they've accepted their life in the material world, and they're always worrying about different things, hoping something bad doesn't happen. They try to get rid of their misery by using intoxication, like alcohol and stuff like that.
Is that permanent? By taking intoxication, will they get rid of their misery? No. So then how can they actually get rid of their misery permanently? By chanting the holy name, right? By associating with nice people, with devotees, right? That's very important. So that's why in our Krishna consciousness, we follow 4 regulative principles. Can anybody tell me 4 regulative principles? One regulative principle.
No meat eating.
No meat eating. Why we don't eat meat?
Because it's harming innocent souls.
It's sinful, right? Because everybody is a soul, right? Just a different body. That's why we don't kill animals. Okay, second, Mataji.
No intoxication.
No intoxication. What does that mean? No drugs, no alcohol, right? Okay, because it affects our consciousness. What is the third one? No gambling. Why don't we gamble? Any example you can give from our Shastra? What happened with gambling? Yudhishthira Maharaj, right? Right, in Mahabharata. The whole thing, right, started from gambling and then it led to war. And even these days we see, right?
So many people
Get angry with gambling, right? What's the last one? No illicit sex, right? No illicit relationships, right? You have relationship in your own family, right? So we follow the 4 regulative principles. And like Anish was saying, that's the reason why we don't do intoxication. So thank you, Anish. Okay. Next question for Mataji. Mataji, I forget your name. Shamala Mataji. Okay. So, from what we read today, Shamala Mataji, what do you think is a process to become happy? By chanting the holy name, right? Chanting the holy name, associating with devotees. Yeah. reading the scriptures. Thank you. Very nice. Okay, next question for Purnima Mataji. Who should we be? Who should we be submissive to, and why should we become submissive?
You should be submissive to Lord Krishna. I don't know why.
I don't know why. Yeah, you don't know why. Okay. What do you think from your?
I feel like it's just
No, but do you feel like first of all, first question, let's step back a little bit. Do you feel like you should be submissive to somebody? Like surrender.
to the God.
Honestly,
To
to
God.
God. Okay. Why do you feel that? Why do you feel that you should submit to
That's
God?
just something that
Because others say it? Because others
Since I was
taught
a
and you
kid,
taught. Okay. So do you, okay, so let's step back a little bit more. Do you feel like you are the doer? Like you are the person who's doing everything? You feel that? Okay. Does everything happen according to your plan? No. Why? If we are the doer, then everything should go according to our plan. It doesn't. So that means that we have our desires, right? We plan something, but those plans don't get fulfilled because we deserve something else, right?
Krishna's
So
plan.
it's Krishna's plan, right? So God, He has a plan for everyone, each one of us, right? But when those plans don't align with our plans, we feel sad, right? So when we actually come to the point that, do you think parents love their kids, all their kids? Let's say a parent has three, four, like let's they have three kids. Do you think the parent is going to love the kids equally? Yes. So same way, Krishna loves each one of us equally, right? Krishna has a plan for each one of us. If we are not doing well and we are suffering, Krishna is hurt, right? He wants to make sure that you're happy. But when we start to have our own plans and those plans don't go according to what we want, then we feel sad. But if we realize and we step back and we try to understand that, okay, Krishna has a plan and I surrender to that plan, then, we feel like everything's okay. Like take an example of a small child, right? One second. So a small child, they feel happy. Why? Because the parent is always taking care of the kids. They have no anxiety, right? But the moment when the child comes out and the child is trying to do things on their own, then the anxiety happens, right? So we have to first understand that we are not the doers, right? Yes, we want to make things happen, but we are not the doers, right? We are actually, it's all happening through Krishna's plan. And that's the reason why when we surrender to Krishna's plan, then Krishna will take care of us. So hope that helps. Yes, Parth.
So Krishna has his own plan because we're sorry. We're going through those plans because we might in those plans we might have some karma that we have to
Go through.
go through.
Correct. That's a very important point, right? That when we are going through some difficulty, we should try to understand that we're just going through our karmic reactions. Whatever karma which we had in our past lives, we're just going through that, right? So that's important. Okay, next question to Prabhu. Huh? Mataji, you can help, and Prabhuji can answer. Like whatever Prabhu can help. So, how should we apply principles of Krishna consciousness in our daily lives? So we read two things from the paragraph. Yes, please.
It's not the principle of the life, it's not the principle of the life, it's
difficult for me.
Difficult.
So,
Okay, no problem. Okay, so let's go to Sri Gopika Mataji next. So same question, Mataji, for you.
Oh, we should apply principles of Krishna consciousness in our daily life. We should keep Krishna in the center always. So our life become more purified and we become more organized. For example, while cooking, we cook for Krishna. So what happens? We cook, we clean ourselves, and we cook with the clean cloth because we are offering to Krishna. And we need to ensure, like, even the work, we should think like, we are doing for Krishna. In that way, what happens? Okay, I'm earning for my family, so I can develop my family in a bhakti way. Uh, you know, I can I can spend, so that I can go for pilgrimage, I can go to temple with the family, and then. Other than that, we have to more associate more with the devotees. That's another most important principle. So we cut down from the material world. So we don't have to feel greedy about, okay, he got that, he got that. So we'll be focused on how to develop ourselves, purify ourselves spiritually, how to develop our bhakti.
Very nice. Yes. So does that mean that if we are keeping Krishna in the center, Hare Krishna, welcome. If that means that we're keeping Krishna in the center, does that mean that we are going to give up our family lives, go to the forest, sit in a meditative position? No, no, right? When Arjuna was fighting on the battlefield, his dharma was as a Kshatriya. Then Krishna explained the Bhagavad Gita, and after speaking the Bhagavad Gita, he still did his duty, which was to fight. Right? As devotees, it doesn't mean that we have to give up our responsibilities. What Krishna consciousness means is that we are still doing the same activity, right? Same activity of eating food, right? Same activity as a parent, same activity as a husband or a wife. But what is changing is the consciousness in which we do our duty. Right? That is called Krishna consciousness. Doing the same activity, but the consciousness in which you do that activity has changed. Right? So that is the concept. We are not asking you to change your lives. We're only asking to change the consciousness in which you do. When you do that, one second. When you do that, right, and we are trying to change the consciousness, then every activity which you perform, that becomes a spiritual activity and not a material activity, right? When you are, let's say, like Mataji gave the example of cooking, we eat every day. But when you change the consciousness in which you are cooking and say that whatever I have got today, we have got from Krishna, and I'm just offering this back to Krishna, right? That is the consciousness in which we are doing that activity. Same way when you're doing work, right? Let us say you say that this work, you're doing it to please Krishna, right? Then it becomes a spiritual activity. As a student, right? If you're sleeping on time, you're exercising, right? You're taking care of your body, it can become a spiritual activity. How? Like you explained, right? That Krishna is in your heart.
Your body is a temple.
Right? Wherever Krishna is, that becomes a temple. Right? So your body is actually a temple. And we have to take care of that temple. Right? So that's why you have to take care of your bodies as well. So every activity which you perform, it can be transformed into spiritual activity. So that is called Krishna consciousness.
When your consciousness is full of Krishna, I mean, bhakti doesn't make you weak. Bhakti makes you more stronger. So we can take example from Mahabharata. I mean, the amount of torture what Pandavas underwent. If it was somebody else, they would have committed suicide. We are seeing in the current world, like for small things, kids commit suicide. Others, but devotees suffer more than the normal people. But Krishna. But then we move on because we know that Krishna is there. He is going to protect us. The example is Pandavas.
Pandavas, yeah. Right? Such a nice example, right? Pandavas, Draupadi.
That's a good
Right?
example.
Mother Draupadi went through so many difficulties. But Immediately when she surrendered to Krishna, Krishna took care of her. Right? The Pandavas went through so many difficulties, right? But Krishna took care. So any devotee, we take any devotee, Prahlad Maharaj, right? Dhruva Maharaj, right? All devotees have gone through so many difficulties. But the common denominator was that they were Krishna conscious. They never forgot Krishna. Always remembered Krishna, right? When you are in that consciousness, then Krishna is going to take care of you. Okay, next question for Shweta Mataji. Mataji, what will be the result of application of these principles to your life? How will this make you happy? So when you apply these things, what we read, which is chanting the holy name,
To reach God.
to reach. So the result of this is that you will one day able to realize who you are and what is your relationship with Krishna. Okay. And how will this make you happy, Mataji? Because ultimately everybody is looking for happiness, right? So will this make you happy? Yes. How? Why?
By doing
Are you not happy right now? You're happy, but not happy all the time, right? So as a jiva, we are looking for happiness all the time, right? Because we are looking for permanent happiness. How do we get that permanent happiness? When we are actually in the spiritual world. Okay. Yes, Mataji. Yes, please.
How it makes us happy is it gives us the strength. Like when we are going through situations which do not meet our expectations. Situations only seem tough because they don't meet our expectations.
Yes,
Right.
correct.
And it gives us the strength that Krishna is with me and He is carrying me through this. He will carry me through this. That strength when we have, facing a situation becomes easier than
Becomes
doing
easier.
it on our own.
Yes.
When we feel I have to face it, the problem seems very unsurmountable. But when we have, when I know, there is Krishna's plan in this for me, he's with me. It makes it easier to endure that. whatever.
Absolutely, right? And if you look at the same example, let's say kids, right? Vivan and Parth, I'm asking you a question. So you guys go through some difficulty, but when you depend on your parents, immediately you feel like, okay, everything's okay, right? Kids, when Lohit, right, Anish, you go through some difficulties in your own lives, right? When you feel like, okay, I don't have to worry, my parents are there with me, right? Immediately you feel everything's okay. Same way, we are also kids, right? Kids of Krishna. When we completely surrender to Krishna and we say, okay, Krishna, I'm going through some difficulty in my life, Krishna will take care of us. Right? Okay, next application for Vivan. Share with everyone, Vivan, what different spiritual activities you are engaged in and what you are experiencing by performing them.
So first I'll like list all the things and then I'll like try to describe. So first, I try to enchant like 2 rounds per day. And then I also try to read Prabhupada Lilani. And
DT worship.
yeah, I also try to do deep worship every morning. And by doing these things, so first by chanting, I'm trying to like clear my burn the sins up because like I have to go through them, so I have to do that. And then by reading Prabhupada Lilamrit, it like inspires me to like see how Prabhupada like started our movement and like where he started from, which was like really small. Like I was just reading like he had like he lost his factory in Lucknow and his business in Allahabad was burglarized, so he had like no money. And then whenever he came to Calcutta, his family wouldn't give him any more money, so he left his family. And now he's like preaching, and then Krishna took care of him by like helping him set up the League of Devotees. So I'm reading that right now, and then also by doing deity worship, it helps me like serve Krishna.
And the next question was, What are you experiencing by performing these devotional activities?
I think I feel like inspired whenever I read Prabhupada Leela, and I also feel happy, like I'm able to serve Krishna every day,
Nice, thank you.
chanting and being devotional.
Anyone else would like to share? Same question. What are the different spiritual activities you are engaged in, and what experience do you get out of them? Lalita Mataji.
I cook for Krishna Prabhu, and I know that there's a difference between before I cook for Krishna and after I started cooking for Krishna. The sense of satisfaction you get. I cannot put that in words. I was trying to talk to my sister too. When we talk, sometimes we keep getting into arguments, and she's like, "What is it?" I'm like, you have to experience it to understand it.
You can never preach to your family. Never preach to your family. Somebody else needs to. Yeah.
Yeah. But that feeling you only can experience it. I cannot really say it in words. And the strength that I get even from cooking, after I started cooking for Krishna, I started cooking better.
Tasty. Yes, that's the question. That's the right question.
No, before, when she initially started cooking,
Mark,
she
say nicely, Prabhuji. Before was good, now it is really good.
she used to check so many times to taste how it tastes, but now without cooking Krishna, she doesn't taste and turns out awful.
I used to
Yeah,
take
this is-
20% of the dish, Prabhu, before I actually put it out on the table. I had to taste so many times. And after I started cooking for Krishna, with time, I understood that he teaches you. I mean,
He
you
teaches,
just-
yeah.
So build the confidence.
Your anxiety is less now.
Yes.
You're not anxious as much.
No anxiety. And I was not able to cook big quantities also. Like if I call someone home, I would like panic. And after I started cooking for Krishna, it's become. It's not a problem anymore.
Right.
I'm not anxious. I'm not stressed out. So whatever activity I have started doing it for Krishna, to please Krishna, I've gotten very much better at it than I was before.
Nice. Thank you for sharing. What about you, Ravi Prabhu?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Before joining his corner, before knowing about the Krishna consciousness, etc., we had a lot of questions like so many gods, blah blah, and everyone will have eagerness to worship the god and where to start, how to devote the time. Like after we started chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and doing some services to Krishna, right? It's like even if you miss some day or one day, even you do all our routine daily work, something will be glitching. You're missing something today. That satisfaction, right, will never come until we experience that and peace of mind. Basically,
That's a good point.
yeah. And so many troubles or whatever our plans, even though it's not working, if you surrender to Krishna, things will be something. You'll end up much better place. You know, it's very hard to say in words, but once we experience it, right? It will be awesome. We cannot present in words, basically.
Nice. Raghu Prabhu. Something, whatever you please share. What spiritual activities are you engaged in, and how has it affected you?
Activity I do is chanting.
Chanting the holy name, yeah.
So I try to bring awareness
You can. Yeah.
and yeah, mostly the anxiety or anxiousness. Yeah, even though I try to be calm and peaceful, still there are a lot of things in the mind which keeps running here and there. So it can't start chanting before they have.
Very nice. You look so calm, Prabhu. Always. Yeah.
That is
That's
right.
amazing.
Excellent.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing, everyone. Anybody else would like to share? Shweta Mataji, like to Yes, you like to share?
It's not me, but I've been seeing my mother. Usually on Thursdays she do Krishna puja on Thursday. So whenever we see her on Thursday, it'll be like today my mom is not gonna scold us today because today is Thursday and she's only into Krishna. So I've been seeing her, but now when I see all this and hearing few things, even I'm also getting into it. And now I realize, oh, that's the reason my mom is like always, for anything she takes Krishna's name. She was here for my delivery and those things. Even on that day, she was like only into Krishna. I was like, Mom, come and help me in the labor room. She's like, Krishna, Mom. I was like, Mom, please help me. So now I can think how she's like into it, and after everything happened, she was like, only Krishna gave you so much of strength and those things.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how she was being telling. So now when all this are happening, only my mother is running in my mind. Oh, this is the reason my mom is like too much into this and
Very nice. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Anyone else would like to share? Yes, ma'am.
I went to cooking service.
You went for cooking service. Yes.
Cook for life, Sunday feast. And when I did service, I went to Radharani's kitchen one day with Bhakti Mataji. That is really very blissful day for me. I feel like awesome to be that day.
So what Mataji is explaining is, at the temple we have something called as Food for Life. We have a temple in Dallas. It's called Dallas Temple downtown. We have a program called Food for Life. Food for Life is that we actually cook in large quantity to distribute to homeless shelters, and we do that twice a month. So Mataji had gone to help in the cooking and then distributing. And then every day we actually cook for the deities, Shri Shri Radha Kalachandji. So we have a deity kitchen for the deities. So that is the kitchen where Mataji went and she served. So nice. Thank you. Okay, so let's go to the last paragraph, which is preaching is the essence. Prabhu, I did not get your name. Ravi. Oh, we have two Ravis. Very nice. Okay. Would you like to read, Prabhu, this last paragraph? Preaching is the essence. You can, oh, you don't have glasses. Okay. Okay, I'll read. Preaching is the essence. Lord Chaitanya personally demonstrated the importance of preaching. To deliver all fallen souls, the Lord traveled from country to country. He personally tasted the transcendental pleasure of devotional service, and he simultaneously spread the cult of devotion everywhere. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally traveled to different regions of India to spread the Bhakti cult throughout the country. By his personal behavior, he has given an example for devotees to follow. That is, one should broadcast the cult of devotional service. A Vaishnava is especially interested in para upakar. Para upakar. What is that? Doing good for others. Prahlad Maharaj was also interested in this. He did not want to be delivered alone. Rather, he wanted to deliver all the fallen souls who are bereft of knowledge of bhakti and who misuse their intelligence for the temporary benefit of the material body. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also wanted his mission spread all over the world. Prithvi te ache yata nagarati gram sarvatra prachara hoibe mora nam. What does that mean? In every town and village, the chanting of my name will be heard. Following in his footsteps, we are trying to broadcast his message throughout the world. By his mercy, people are taking this movement very seriously. Indeed, our books are extensively distributed in the Western countries, especially in America and Europe. The followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu may therefore take this movement seriously and broadcast it throughout the world, from village to village and from town to town, just as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself did. This is from the Madhya, from Chaitanya Charitamrita. So, one important point which comes to my mind when I'm reading this is of Srila Prabhupada. So Srila Prabhupada, he is the founder Acharya of this movement called the International Society of Krishna Consciousness. He was 70 years old. He was in Vrindavan and he lived there for 12 years. And during those 12 years, he wrote the first three cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam. But his Guru Maharaj, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, had given him the instruction that I would like for you to go to the Western country and share this knowledge to others. So at the age of 70, he traveled from India on a cargo ship. He came on a cargo ship, no flights. He came on a cargo ship for 3 months. It was called the Jaladuta. And on that ship, he had 3 heart attacks. And at that time when he came, not a lot of, Indian community was also there. He came during the peak winter. And during that time, he actually set up this wonderful movement called the International Society of Krishna Consciousness. Why did he do that? He only did it so he could share this knowledge to everyone, right? So that's the reason why today, because of what he has done, we are sitting here, right, in McKinney, in Melissa, Texas, right? Like, no, we would have never thought that we would actually be here in Melissa, Texas, reading Bhagavad Gita on Friday evening, right? It is only because of one person, who is Srila Prabhupada, that somehow he came and he spread this movement to everywhere, right? So what the main aim here, what we are reading is, the main point which we read is, whatever gift we get, right, whatever spiritual gift we get, we should actually share this gift to everybody. Then that not only pleases us, but it pleases Krishna the most, right? Like when you actually get something from your parents, but you give this gift to somebody else, your parents feel even more happy. Like, wow, this person didn't even take, but he actually gave it to somebody else. So same way, when we take this gift and we share to others, then that is the best gift which we can give to others. So we'll stop here. Okay, so we are going to do the Narsingha Aarti now, and then we'll have Prashad. Take it. It's okay. It's okay. Just sit. So we'll all sing the Narsingha Aarti together. Okay. Namaste Narasimhaya we'll have prasadam prayers. You want to sing? Both of you want to sing?
Mahaprasade Govinde